the nation's top youngsters, the nation's brightest stars, who will shine bright on this wonderful, wonderful pitch. It is the Jamaica Premier League Under-23s versus the Schoolboy Football Select. It is the Made for Gold Championship at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. My name is Christopher Scott. I'll be your commentator for this evening.
As the national anthem,
we have the national anthem sung by Sashagi Sutherland.
Eternal Father, bless our land, guard us with thy mighty hands, keep us free from evil powers, be our light through countless hours, through our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above, justice, truth be always forever, Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all, stir response to duty's call, strengthen us the weak to cherish, give us vision lest we perish, knowledge send us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above, justice, truth be always forever, Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
So it is the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex that is the stage for these youngsters. And it is the Jamaica Premier League Under-23 versus the Schoolboy Football Select. Welcome to the Made for Gold Championship. My name is Christopher Scott. I'll be your commentator for this evening. And Mario, a.k.a. MG Sports, is the man that will be the analyst this afternoon. A very cool evening here, MG. And what an event to showcase some of the best young talent here.
Yes, Christopher, this is a really good opportunity for us to see the caliber and the level between the schoolboy football and the Jamaica Premier League. Now, it's interesting for me. I would say I would go for the Jamaica Premier League players because I think that they are more used to the intensity. But the funny thing is that a lot of these schoolboys are also players who play in the Jamaica Premier League. So this in itself should be an exciting matchup between these two teams, I have to say.
Yeah, I'm playing against, I guess, old teammates, so to speak. You know, and some of them that are probably in the schoolboy football select will also have also been a part of the Jamaica Premier League, and that's what you necessarily need. I'm just gonna go through the starting lineup for both teams. We start off with the Jamaica Premier League under 23 select. Of course, the starting lineup is Akeem Bernard from Waterhouse, Livingston Donaldson from Cavalier, Akil Henry also of Cavalier, Louise Watson Cavalier. We have Robina Gordon Chapelton Maroons, Nikyle Ellis Racing United, Shamar Watson Cavalier, Romarian Thomas Cavalier, Adrian Reed Jr. Cavalier, Shaquille Henry Tivoli Gardens, and Chad James also of Cavalier. So a lot of Cavalier players. They do boast a lot of young players. One of the young, in terms of age average, the youngest age average for in the world in terms of clubs. So it seems as if the Jamaica Premier League under 23 will be kicking off today's proceedings, and that is the man at yeah, so the Jamaica Premier League under 23s, they're going to be in the white, and then the schoolboy football selects, they're going to be in the black and gold trim. And if you want to know the trim, of course, it's going to be gold, because guess what? It's made for gold championship here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, and the man Chad James will be kicking off proceedings. Now for the high school selection, of course, in gold is going to be Jamari Gordon of Excelsior. Jamaica College's Donald Stewart is going to be there. Dejani Thompson, also of Jamaica College. Daniel Bartley of Manchester High. Dante Logan of Jamaica College. Devontae Vidal, Manchester High. Stats is Stephen John Beckford. Terrence Williams of Excelsior High. Demarley Williams, also of Excelsior. Teron Eccleston of Cedric Titus. St. Elizabeth Technicals, DeAndre Barnett, and Jaim Ranking of Glenmuir High. So that is the starting 11 for the high school select. And of course, Keon Broderick, who had that wonderful season with Excelsior, winning the Manning Cup, and Olivia Shield will be the coach for the high school select. And then for the Jamaica Premier League under 23, it is former Racing United coach and now at Spanish Town Police, Anthony Patrick. So we're going to start off things there. We go over to Akeem Bernard. He sends it across. Receives it again. Akeem Bernard would have won the Manning Cup with Mona High. Just trying to get things going. The Jamaica Premier League under 23. There is, it seems to be Louise Watson of Cavalier. Kyle Ellis turns the ball back and receives it again. Kyle Ellis again had a very good season as well. And you can say that he's definitely one of the point man for Racing United. Just a slip there for Livingston Donaldson of Cavalier. But here comes the high school select. Sends it back for Jamari Gordon. Donald Stewart applied his straight for Jamaica College. Jamari Gordon also had a very good season for Excelsior. I would say good with his feet, but equally as good in terms of his reaction time, MG. And he did very well and would have gotten certainly one of the best goalkeepers in the Manning Cup. But they're in a little bit of bother here.
Yeah, Jamar Gordon again also plays for Cavalier. He's set to be the main starter for Cavalier at this time right now. A player that I'm really excited to see is Teron Eccleston. I believe that he's one of those players in Jamaica that a lot of persons don't know, but I'm telling you, he is most definitely a superstar. And Chad James taken down there. As it stands right now, the Premier League under 23 team is set up in a 4-2-3-1 system and looking to exploit the wide areas, as you can see, because a lot of the firepower is out wide. They have good quality out wide, as you can see. Robina Gordon would be looking to get in behind and getting off those shots on goal.
Yeah, such a very, very potent firepower is the Jamaica Premier League under 23. There we see Akil Henrys.
The champion team, of course,
Sends it in.
is in white.
just couldn't keep that one. Now we see Damarley. He played for Excelsior, but they lose it out. Now it's Chad James. He's a little bit tricky, Chad James, but they give the ball away. And now it's with the high school select. That ball sent across. First, I was finding ranking, but it comes back again to Donald Stewart. They're just trying to bounce the ball around. Dante Logan giving that back. And Beckford, ball sent forward. It's in the middle of the park. It's just a jostle for possession. But the high school select still have it. Again, jostling for possession. There's still not a lot of possession between the two. They're still trying to see if they can, settle things down. Marion Thomas there puts that one into touch for a throw to the high school select.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for the high school select because, as you can see so far, the tempo of play from the Premier League under 23 is slightly a bit higher than the high school select. So that's something that the high school select would probably have to maneuver or try to adjust as fast as possible.
Dante Logan loses possession. Now it is with the Jamaica Premier League. There's Nikyle Ellis. Ball sent across to Adrian Reed Jr. A good season for Cavalier. Sent forward, Ramarian Thomas. Was being hounded by Rankin. Ball sent across again. Wow. Clattering challenge. And the player is still down. Oh, and wow. Snapshot there to hit the woodwork. And it seems to be Stephen John Beckford of St. Andrew Technical that's down on the pitch.
That's not looking too good though because
No,
it was
we
a fierce
heard
1v1
it
challenge.
from here.
Yeah.
And I know it was him and Shamar Watson of Cavalier that had that 50-50 challenge. But really, truly, hopefully he's going to feel better. That knee definitely was affected.
Yeah, some of these players have to be mindful that the schoolboy season also, the Premier League season is just right around the corner, and they have to be a little bit mindful where the challenges are coming in. So they have to protect themselves, both the Jamaica Premier League under 23 and also the schoolboy select. They have to be very careful in those challenges as well. Sometimes they don't need to go in a full 50-50 like that.
Yes, especially because of the new rule that is structured for the schoolboy football season, where the top 15 seeded teams for the Manning Cup and then the other top seeded teams for the DaCosta Cup, they wait, but you have other teams that will have to play through the first round in order to get to that round, and then we have an intense showdown after that. So especially if you're not a part of those top 15 seeded teams in both the DaCosta and the Manning Cup, then you're in trouble because your season comes earlier than those.
Yes, that's quite so. The positive thing here is that the stretcher came out and he didn't necessarily have to come off the pitch on the stretcher. So he's walked off and maybe he looks to be coming on back. So that's a positive. That's a really, really good positive right there.
Yeah, hopefully he is back on the field, but it's back with Jamari Gordon. He sends it across.
This should be a good battle matchup here. A good battle between Robina Gordon and Damari Williams.
I'm really, really anticipating that. And Akil Hendry sending it back for Akeem Bernard.
But a midfield pairing with Adrian Reed and Nikyle Ellis. That definitely seems to be an overpowering one, I have to say.
Chad James there. And of course, formerly of St. George's College, Adrian Reed Jr. And Ramarian Thomas. Referee says no foul. Here comes the high school select. Into the attacking third. Rankin sends it back. Very good challenge there. And now they can push forward. Jamaica Premier League under 23. Just running down that one. And does he catch it? Yes, he does. Logan there. Ball sent across. Nobody to meet it.
Quite a pace there from Christopher Ainsworth.
Yeah. They're just settling things. Terrence Williams gives it back for Donald Stewart. He's just collecting the ball there, Terrence Williams. Nice to kind of run around the pitch. It's a little scared there from Donald Stewart, but he does catch back himself. Dejani Thompson running through the defensive third, but here is Chad James of the Jamaica under 23 shot at goal.
Yeah,
Not far off.
As you can see, the turnover there, they were finding it difficult to build out from the back. So it had to come deep to try and progress the ball. Unfortunately, a turnover happened in the middle of the park. As you can see, Beckford signaling for a substitution. He won't be able to continue. That's not a good sight to see. Again, the good part is that he's able to walk off the pitch. That's the best thing about that situation, as you can wish for right now.
Yeah, as we said, he had the clattering challenge earlier with his knee, and he knew that he was done. So they're going to make an early substitution for the high school select. Not the way to have your day end. Would have wanted to walk off his own terms in terms of a non-injury like walk off, but he does end his night there on a bad note.
Yeah, and that's just really, really unfortunate. And a nice bit of play here by the...
Now it's the Jamaica Premier League under 23 ball chipped forward and headed out. Nicely done there. And now they still have it. Jamari Gordon sends that one forward, but again the Jamaica under 23, they are right there. Keel Henry sends it to Nikyle Ellis. Ellis to Adrian Reed Jr. It's still Adrian Reed Jr. Now it's Rabino Gordon takes a shot at goal. Not the best decision from him, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Nice bit of defensive setup here by the schoolboy select, forcing the Jamaica All-Star to go in the wide areas where the Jamaica select is a bit more comfortable having them. You can see that Nikyle Ellis and Adrian Reed trying to link up in the middle part there, but you just find it difficult to get those openings. And here you can see them, the under 23, JPL under 3 year high press here taken away by Ellis. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing came from it there.
None at all. But you see how they're really pressing. They called it the Gengen pressing. Press from the attack. And hopefully get back the ball, but they don't. Daniel Bartley sends it across. Ball sent forward to find Ranking. He does. And he was challenged for a bit. Still has possession. Nicely done from him. Nice work to get himself out of problem. He's trying to run that one down. I think Dante Logan could have gotten that, but decided to leave it. See, under 23 now through Akeem Bernard. Ball sent across. Louise Watson at Cavalier. Now it's with Ramarian Thomas. Thomas trying to find an option and does in Watson. Watson again. Looking, searching. What will he do? Lobs that ball forward.
Yeah, we haven't seen the schoolboy really progressing the ball enough, trying to get in those dangerous areas, especially trying to get even the striker, Eccleston, on the ball. A player that I'm very, very excited to see on the pitch. And I do believe that I expected to see him start, actually. Just the fact that he's on the starting lineup shows something positive about where he's at. Jamar Gordon is down, not seeking refusal of the medical attention from the medical team. Maybe just an opportunity to reset.
So just to confirm, the substitution happened in the 9th minute. And it's the man Neil Gordon from Glenmuir that is replacing Stephen John Beckford from St. Andrew Technical. Can Adrian Reed can say he definitely is one of the best central defensive midfielders in the Jamaica Premier League, and he's under 23, you know, so I mean, if you've heard that name before, minus the junior, it's because his father is a former reggae boy, represented the country multiple occasions, looking to do the same. He has done so a couple of times, but he's looking to do more. Here is the under 23. Brilliant ball sent across, but not how he would have wanted.
Yeah, play broken there by Watson in the middle of the park. Just maybe on the different wave level as the rest of the team. As you can see, the high intense press there from the Jamaica Premier League team, and it's really suffocating the schoolboy select.
Yeah.
And they're unable to really make something happen. This is an opportunity now when the ball in high up the pitch.
Yeah.
I see they're going to make a good use of it.
Yeah, and there's a stat there that in the there we see some of the dignitaries there over the other side, but there we see some of the coaching staff for the high school select. Of course, remember Anthony Patrick, the man that is going to be leading the charge for them.
When the Hurricane Melissa passed through, and as a unit, as a team, they would have faced the impact of that, and then carrying back that title down that side, well, it would have showcased what it meant for the entirety of St. Elizabeth, not just the squad itself, the school itself, but the entirety of St. Elizabeth. That's why it meant so much for that particular team. Omar Wedderburn said.
Yeah, very important win for him. So, here we see Jamari Gordon would have won the Manning Cup title, and Olivia Shield being the man in between the sticks, the main man in between the sticks for Excelsior and for Kian Broderick. Broderick never started his career at Excelsior, you know. Started at Vauxhall, I believe.
Yeah.
Came across, knew he had a plan, knew he had a vision. That vision came true for him, definitely. Winning 2 titles. Would have wanted to win the Manning Cup, did so. And I think that the Olivia Shield was just an additive for him, the icing on the cake. And what a season Excelsior have had.
Yeah, it has. And Broderick, when a key factor in that is Kimberly Scott. When he was at Vauxhall, that was a key player for him as well. And he brought Kimberly Scott with him to Excelsior, and you'd have seen how much that would have bear fruit for him as a coach, but more so the development of the player as well. Would have seen him in the Jamaica Premier League final and semi-finals, quarter-finals, being a dominant feature for Cavalier.
Kimberly Scott, he has decided to further his education overseas. So he's on his way to university abroad. A move that many persons, it shocked them, but it doesn't shock me. Important to get that education, and that's what Broderick had instilled in them. Now it's with Demarley Williams. Still with Williams. Ball sent across, chest down.
So the high school selection team in black is back up.
As you can see again, they consistently force them back. They're unable to break the line, the first line. They find it difficult to break the first line of press for the Jamaica Premier League under-23 team, and that's the key factor here for the under-23, the JPL under-23 players, just stopping that team from breaking the first line. And when they do so, you'd have seen here they have to go wide to beat that first line of press.
Here we see this first line of press, and they are trying to find an opening. Robina Gordon sending him back. Here's Demarley Williams, almost hounded by Christopher Ainsworth, but they still have possession. What will they do? Dejani Thompson back again to find Donald Stewart. Trying to be patient. Dejani Bartley of Manchester High sends it back to find the goalkeeper, Jamari Gordon. Again, they're trying to find some opening, but the Jamaica Premier League under-23 closing down the space very, very quickly. Chad James trying to press, but we'll see what they do here. Here's Demarley Williams. A clattering challenge there from Robina Gordon, and it will be a throw for the high school select.
Yeah, that was a good idea to get the ball out wide as fast as possible to see if they can just get involved and get in behind the JPL under 23, which again has been the most difficult thing for the all-school select here.
And I realize they've used a strategy that has worked. They did it a few times, but not necessarily banking on it, and that's the wide play, because with pressing so high, you still have a lot of space on that left-hand side for the schoolboy select, and they've not been able to use it that much, or wouldn't say not been able to, but they haven't used it that much, and the few times they have, it has given them some opportunity. Let's hope Keon Broderick sees it that way. Here is Chad James sent forward to find Christopher Ainsworth. It's Ainsworth versus Donald Stewart. Gordon to Ainsworth. Ainsworth sends that across. Brilliant ball to find Romarian Thomas. It's still Romarian Thomas sent across. Couldn't meet the head of Chad James or Christopher Ainsworth. It goes behind.
Yeah, a bit of patient player there, Ainsworth, and also between Ainsworth and Rabino. But it's just unfortunate that nothing came from it. Possible call for handball in the box as well, but referee waved that one off.
Here's the high school select. Again, is Watson taking away the ball. And now they're back. It is Adrian Reed. Very smooth on the ball, Adrian Reed Jr.
Build-up play for the Jamaica U20, the JPL U23 is somewhat of a 3-3-2-3.
We'll see what they do here. Christopher Ainsworth. Brilliant layoff to find him again. What will he do? Oh, nice bit of skill there. Sent across. This is not a bad ball. Oh, trouble for the schoolboy select. And they can breathe a sigh of relief somewhat. But it's still a throw to the JPL under 23.
Yeah, as I said, it was a 3-1-2-3 in the build-up there. And you find out that it's between Adrian Reed or Nikai Ellis sitting in the one.
Yeah, and he tried to go for the fancy pass, Christopher Ainsworth, but again, they have possession again. Here is Gordon. Just patient. Ainsworth finds Watson. Ainsworth again. This could be something here. Nikai Ellis. He does lay it off. Will this be something? No, it's not. And
yeah,
it will be a goal kick.
As you can see, Nikai Ellis finding those pockets of space in the half space, opportunity to turn, and that's not the best thing for the all-school select, having him to turn in those half spaces, but just the dominance in recovering the ball from the JPL Honor 3 team, just and the intensity in recovering the ball as well as now force the all-school select just to consistently be on the back foot and making it difficult for them to come out of that hole that they're in right now.
Yeah, and I see that Jamari Gordon, he said his calf is what is giving him problems. And he's having some discomfort. And we'll see what happens. We're here, if you're just joining us, we're here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex for the Made for Gold Championship between the Jamaica Premier League Under 23 and the High School Select. Okay, of course, my name is Christopher Scott, your commentator, the analyst. Mario Takers, aka MG Sports, would have brought you some schoolboy football action this past season. And it is still 0-0 between the two.
A lot of top starts since the game kicked off this, because I guess it's because of the preseason. Everyone is not fully fit yet, and then now to come and play at this intensity, it's quite tough. And if you realize it's most of the Jamaica, the schoolboy select were the ones going down. Just maybe the physical nature and the intensity, they're just maybe just incapable of stepping up to the plate for that one.
Well, this is a good chance not only to showcase your talent, but to kind of give you a sense of where you are to start the season. Very well done to track that one down. Adrian Reed Jr. now is Akil Henry, sends it across to find Lewis Watson. Ken Watson looking for some options. Watson finding a teammate. Here's Romarian Thomas. Ball sent forward. It's not a bad ball to try and find Chad James. Chad James, he's been everywhere in that attacking third. It's still Chad James sent across, but handled by Jamari Gordon. Another attack there from JPL under 23 handled.
It is coming. It is coming. Nice bit of work here from Chad James, doing a lot of the intense pressing by himself, I have to say. But it seems as if it's coming for the JPL under 23 team, because we've seen. Oh, and speaking about it, here comes giving away there. Ainsworth, Chad James in the 18-yard box.
Yeah, Chad James lays it off to Christopher Ainsworth. Would this be the first? It's not. Dealt with, but not completely. It's the high school select again, breathing a sigh of relief. They're still pressing the JPL under 23. And Donald Stewart sends that ball across to try and find his teammate. Does Damarley Williams there. Again sends it back for Stewart. And they're hounded. Nicely done for the high school select, but it falls on the head of Christopher Ainsworth. Here is Adrian Reed Jr. Takes a shot at goal. That was never going to trouble the goalkeeper, Jamari Gordon. It will be a goal kick for the schoolboy select, but you see the pressing, that's aggressive pressing there from the JPL under 23.
Yeah, I have to give credit to the schoolboy select, because they have done well to beat the press. Partially, I should say, partially, due to the head of Ainsworth there, stopping that one. But they have done well beating the press partially. And they look quite composed despite the pressure that they are under. So that's a good sign there. I do believe that DeAndre Barnett, though, it should be crucial in them getting up, because he's such a cool head. When he does receive the ball, he falls himself under no pressure.
Yeah, but I see where Terrence Williams has been supporting that defensive line for the high school select. Seems to be a fall through for the schoolboy select, and they lose possession once more, but they regain it. There we go. And it's still the high school select. Losing possession there. Yep. That was Eccleston, your pick to shine for the schoolboy select from Cedric Titus. And again, still nobody really making any big moves or troubling the goalkeepers. Oh, nicely done. Neil Walton. And they do have possession. Nice bit of possession there for the high school select. Donald Stewart has been a rock for them so far. Has had to make
a brilliant pass.
Some very crucial defensive tackles. But here comes the Jamaica Premier League under 23. What will they do?
Eccleston, the striker for the all-school select, he was a school football, the Dakasa Cup. Oh,
here is Nicole Ellis to Chad James. What will they do? A shot at goal. Blocked again from Donald Stewart, but this is a chance.
That's risky. Very, very risky.
Very risky indeed for the Schoolboy Select. But they do come away with it. Here's Marley Williams. Williams sent forward to try and find Terrence Williams, but he does regain possession. Here is Williams once again. And now they can go. Marley Williams sends it across, trying to find Ranking. Couldn't. And it goes into touch for a throw to the High School Select, but really living dangerously around that defensive line.
So what I can see is that from the High School Select, they had Damarley Williams on the left, Rankin on the right, and Eccleston leading the line. That definitely show a clear intention of them going for pace on the break. So the coach would have probably understand that they might not have the level of possession that they do, but any team that retails possession tend to play high up the pitch. And when you play high up the pitch, that means that the high possibility there's going to be space in behind. So that front line, it could be an indication of the intent of the coach.
Here it is. Here for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. And Stefan Dwar says that Romarian Thomas, he was impeded, and it will be a free kick. Again in another dangerous position for them. Will they make this one count again? Will they try to make this one count again, but will they convert?
Yeah, this is on the side for Adrian Reid, I would believe.
We have
Ellis is there.
Yeah, we have some excellent dead ball specialists in this under 23 team. Adrian Reid Jr. We have Christopher Ainsworth. We have Nikhil Ellis. These individuals would have converted from dead ball situations throughout the season.
Lewis Watson, Shamar Watson. There are a few dead ball specialists out there, that can strike this ball.
Will this one count? We see Adrian Reid over this one. Will he take this one? He does! Oh, that was beautiful! What a strike there from Adrian Reid Jr. Scored some brilliant goals this past season. And another one tonight. That was beautiful. Absolutely exquisite. And the Jamaica Premier League under 23 has finally broken the deadlock. It is 1-0 to them.
Jamar Gordon was standing a little bit central there, maybe cheating, I would say, as in the goalkeeper term. And definitely Adrian Reid just picked the spot, goes to the far post, and that had pace, power, and precision on it. So that definitely one of those that is very, very difficult to stop. As it stands, JPL under 23, they go one goal up.
Yeah. We knew it was coming. We saw it coming. And up steps Adrian Reid Jr. And he would have done excellent to put them in front. Now it is Christopher Ainsworth. Will the floodgates open for them? Nikhil Ellis to Ainsworth. Ainsworth, it's still Ainsworth. He's being hounded, but it's still Ainsworth. What will he do? It's still the under 23, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Now they're starting to up the tempo, and they do feel themselves, and once they do, it is trouble for the Schoolboy Select.
It is, and that showcase, as you can see, Ainsworth is a top talent at the Jamaica Premier League level. Obviously, he's going to shine here. This is showing the level, the difference in level in teams or players that are competing in the Jamaica Premier League weekly.
This is a ball sent inside, not the best corner, but they still do have possession. Ball sent inside. Schoolboy Select. It's still Eccleston, does well to hold up the ball. Now it's Marley Williams. Akil Henry trying to intercept. They still have possession. And referee Stefan Dwar said it's a foul. And it will be foul and a free kick. So it's the man Kessler Anderson at the center, ball chip forward. This is not a bad ball to Eccleston. Will they respond? They can't. N'Keal Henry, important interception. Henry has been a very composed figure around the back for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. Here is Christopher Ainsworth. Finds Chad James, both club teammates at Cavalier. Well, a lot of them are club teammates at Cavalier.
Yeah, that's the reason why the JPL under 23 team seems so really familiarized with each other. We have a large contingency of the Cavalier players on it. And you'd expect that because these players are players who are playing for Cavalier week in, week out. And they are some of the best in the island, actually. So you'd expect that to be the case. And that's a brilliant pass. It wasn't intended for Ainsworth, actually.
Yeah. Now it's with Nicole Ellis to Chad James. Brilliant interception. DeMarley Williams. Hounded by Robina Gordon. And now it's with Chad James. Will he make it too? Brilliant interception again from Donald Stewart. He has been a rock for that Schoolboy Select defense. Just couldn't do anything about the free kick from Adrian Reed Jr. But it is 1-0 to the JPL under 23.
Yeah, and they're probing, they're still probing, still leading 1-0, and they're probing for that next goal. And as we said earlier, before they scored the first one, it is coming.
It was coming, and it did, in fact, come exquisitely off the boot of Adrian Reed Jr. Robina Gordon sends it forward to find Christopher Ainsworth. And another clattering challenge. And Stefan Duar has indicated 3 minutes of stoppage time to be played in the first half. Ellis, Ainsworth sent across. This is not a bad ball. Ooh. Should have probably put that one on target. Adrian Reed would have gotten a brace before the end of the first half.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a good bit of play here. Not going direct. Link up between, again, Ellis and Ainsworth. And it's difficult because if you look on this pitch right now, we have a roughly around 7 or 8 players who played in the Jamaica Premier League semi-finals and finals. So this is a difficulty that the All School Select is facing right now in regards to quality.
Yeah, here is Chad James, ball sent across. Ooh, it was dipping. And it came off a Schoolboy Football Select boot. And it will be a corner for Jamaica Premier League under 23. So will they get something before the referee signals the end of the first half?
Again, they are probing another set piece here. They have done well so far where the set piece is concerned. They are going direct for this one.
Yeah, a better free kick sent inside. Had to be dealt with. Had to be dealt with, and it will be another corner for the JPL under 23. Wow. They're really pressuring this Schoolboy football team. Will they get, as I said, will they get something out of it before the end of the first half? Ball sent inside. Again, this is not a bad ball. And not the connection he wanted. And Lewis Watson will rule that one. Would have wanted to at least give the keeper some trouble, but he didn't.
Yeah, that should have most definitely been on target because he was cleared. No one was marking him. So the opportunity presents itself. This is now a chance. I believe that the Schoolboy Select should maybe just go long. Try and find that ball in behind to see if they can at least get something from it, because playing off them back, they're struggling with that where that is concerned. And as you can see, Eccleston dropping deep to try force the JPL team to...
Yeah, ball hit the thigh of Kessler Anderson, and the referee now gives back possession to the JPL under 23. It's with Robina Gordon. They will probably see this one out to the end of the first half. Watson. Adrian Reed Jr. back to Watson. And that is the end of the first half. Adrian Reed Jr., the difference maker so far. And on a night where the youngsters shine, on a night where the youngsters take the stage. It is the Jamaica Premier League Under 23 that will head into the halftime break. The better of the two. It is Jamaica Premier League Under 23 1, the Schoolboy Select 0.
The JPL Under 23 Stars that leads the contest by a goal to nil scored in the...
Is that your lucky song? Too bad. It's his too. And don't trust your boots. They don't score goals on their own. In football, you can't use tricks or shortcuts to compete at the highest level. But you can believe in your sweat. That's why Gatorade, the GOAT of hydration, created the #1 formula of electrolytes and carbohydrates developed with scientific precision. Trust your sweat. Is it in you?
Welcome to the Pepsi Football Nation. Rule number 1 is called football, not soccer.
I've got it. Write this down. Pepsi should be the official drink of the nation.
I love that. They won't agree on anything.
That's where Rule 100 kicks in. Everything gets settled on the pitch. And that's why we love the game.
Hey Vinny, is that your lucky song? Too bad. It's his too. And don't trust your boots. They don't score goals on their own. In football, you can't use tricks or shortcuts to compete at the highest level. But you can believe in your sweat. That's why Gatorade, the GOAT of hydration, created the #1 formula of electrolytes and carbohydrates developed with scientific precision. Trust your sweat. Is it in you?
If I was to tell you just how much I you think to leave me? That I love so easy, could be alright. I'm trying to change the road to something nice. I've waited for too long. Baby, won't you come over, love, so I can show you love? I promise I got it all to give you all that you need, baby. So many search to find love that is so divine. I promise I got it all to give you all that you need, baby. Woo woo, woo woo, woo woo, baby. Woo woo, woo woo, woo woo. Oh, if I was to tell you just how much I need you, would you come to me? How would you think to leave me? That a love so easy couldn't be so right. I'm trying to change the rules. You deserve something good in your life. You've waited for too long, so come get your blessing. So won't you come over, love, so I can show you love? I promise I got it all to give you all that you need. And so many search to find love that is so divine. I promise I got it all to give you all that you need. Woo woo, woo woo, woo, baby. Woo woo, woo woo. Rastafari never leave I and I. So even when the road gets rocky, we say we never give up. I said there ain't no giving in. And when the going gets tough, I said the tough gets going. Now people don't give up. I said there ain't no giving in. Rastafari guide I and I. A lot of youth in life say them can't take the pressure no more. But from your just in the outside life, I go get better for sure. The youth struggle on the roadside, Babylon said we take up their bag and way. Why? But we still not give up. We say we solid as a rock, all the call and chain, not give up. Ain't no giving in. And when the going gets tough, I say the tough gets going. Not people don't give up. I say there ain't no giving in. Thank you.
That's why Gatorade, the GOAT of hydration, created the #1 formula of electrolytes and carbohydrates developed with scientific precision. Trust your sweat. Is it in you?
Welcome to the Pepsi Football Nation. Rule number 1 is called football, not soccer.
I've got it. Write this down. Pepsi should be the official drink of the nation.
I love that. They won't agree on anything.
That's where Rule 100 kicks in. Everything gets settled on the pitch.
I won't fear no evil, won't be dismayed when I see the clock ticking away and things are not in play. Everything in life happens for a reason, and disappointment comes with a lesson. It's for me to get wiser, got to work harder. In the end, it will get better. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain. Thank you for joy, and I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Don't fuss and fight, just let us unite. 'Cause we got one life, so let's make it right. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. If you got life, then keep on praying. You may not have much, but you're living day by day. You can have faith and do one work. So get up off that feet and put that brain to work. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Oh. You don't know what you do when you do it to me. I can take you from your face, but I do want you here from you. I can save you from yourself, but I do bite the lips of the broken heart. Do you? Take you home, show you what my love can do. Do you want to go to heaven with my arms around you? To take my breath away for you would say. 'Cause only you and I, that's the way we'll stay. I'll take you there to my secret hideaway. I'll take you there to my secret hideaway. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause, please. Thank you. And also to the DJ who had zero practice together.
All right, so we're back here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex for this one. The Made for Gold Championship between the Schoolboy Select and the Jamaica Premier League under 23. And it seems like Carlisle Tinglin from Cornwall College, he's the man that will be in goal for the Schoolboy team. Made a couple changes at the Schoolboy team. Ian Broderick.
The JPL Stars under 23 team leaded by a good Tanel.
And here they come forward, the Schoolboy Select. What will they do? Here is Eccleston. Eccleston sends it across to find DeMarley Williams. And they are pressing forward, Eccleston. Stretching for that one, DeMarley Williams, but just couldn't. And now the Jamaica Premier League under 23 can go forward. Oh, it was a brilliant ball there. And the referee says it is a foul.
Yeah, as you can see so far, another intense start for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. The yellow card is there by Kessler.
Yeah, that will be the first yellow card of the contest.
Also, the team that he represents or the club that he represents will get a whopping $200,000. So those are
and that's defender Vidal, Devontae Vidal of Manchester High. He receives the first caution of the contest. And it's the 47th minute. There we see Nicall Ellis now. Over to Adrian Reed. Reed sends that one inside. This is not a bad ball. Well, I would say initially from our vantage point, but definitely not the best. And it will be a goal kick. See a little friendly competition there. But not the best ball. Could meet his teammate. It will be a throw to the JPL under 23.
Yeah, this game is technically panning out just as I expected. The JPL team to have that level of dominance, probing until you find the goal. But I expect to see some changes in regards to how the high school select perform in the second half. I know that they'll just concede the possession and decide that let's see if we can hit them on the break. Just interesting to see how the next 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to play out for this contest.
I mean, if you are struggling against a position-based team, that's the strategy. Hit them on the counter. Not a good ball there from Romarian Thomas. And it was dealt with, but they do have possession again. Akil Henry. Adrian Reed back to Henry. Watson was calling for the ball just a few seconds ago, but didn't get it. Here's Nicall Ellis. Ellis sent forward to Ainsworth, chipped it back to find Nicall Ellis. Ellis chips that up wide. It's not a bad ball. And they can go forward now. It's Romarian Thomas. Referee says it is a penalty. It is a penalty. And the Jamaica Premier League under 23 can double their advantage early in the second half. Romarian Thomas was impeded. Let's see if the decision made by Kessler Anderson was a correct one. Yeah. But they do have a chance to make it 2-0.
Yeah, it seems like Romarian was actually going down before any sort of contact. But Kessler was closer to the action, so we'd have to assume that that is definitely the correct decision.
And it seems to be the man Romarian Thomas who got the penalty for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. Will he convert? It is Romarian Thomas. Brilliant. Brilliant penalty from Romarian Thomas, and it's 2-0 after 50 minutes of action. The JPL under 23, they're running away with this.
Yeah, they are. I thought that Carlisle went the right way as well, but the precision and power got the better of that one there in that situation for the penalty. A brilliant penalty there by taken by Romarian Thomas. Does know how to strike the ball really well.
So Romarian Thomas gets it, and he converts. It is 2-0 for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. And anymore, and you can see it is done and dusted. Not necessarily done and dusted. They still have another 39 or so minutes to go. And time added on, but here is Watson. Watson sends it across. Now it's pushed forward to find Donaldson, and they can go ahead even more, but very well done. But he loses possession again. And the schoolboy football under 23, the schoolboy select just can't catch a break. Here is Nicall Ellis. It is still Nicall Ellis. Another crucial tackle. Very, very crucial tackle there from Javor Lawrence of Stets.
Yeah, Nikhil Ellis was trying to glide his way through there after he get the man on his weaker foot. Caught him on his pivot foot and just glide past him there, but a good bit of recovery there from the man from Stets.
Yeah, here's the penalty from Romarian Thomas. Guessed the right way from Carlisle Tinglin, but couldn't do nothing about it. Here is the JPL under 23. It's Ainsworth. Sends it across to Ellis. Ellis. Very agile player is Ellis. Oh, that's a brilliant ball from Ellis! Oh, that was very, very close. I told you he was agile, he was quick, he's skillful, and he showed it clearly there. Almost got a third for the JPL under 23.
Look at the relationship between, from the start of the game, we've seen the relationship between Ainsworth and Ellis. That clip pass over the top, and that was briefly done. A control on the head by Ellis, then to get out the shot. Unfortunately, there's no accuracy on the shot, but it was well done.
Here is Romarian Thomas. Will he make it three? Oh, brilliant save from Carlisle Tingling. And it still stays 2-0 to the JPL under 23. They're still in trouble, Schoolboy Select. But very well done. And they lose possession. Here is Louise Watson. Louise Watson to Romarian Thomas. Oh, very good backheel pass. Is Watson. They're just basically joking around with this at this point. Thomas. Very good switch of play. Thomas to find Gordon. Oh, nicely done. And they can come forward again here. Thomas sends it across. Very good recovery there from Carlisle Tinglin.
Yeah, from one Mona player, past Mona player, which is Thomas to Gordon. Manning Cup winners as well. A good bit of play here, you can see. Tinglin coming in goal, very agile. Looking a bit excited in goal there. Here comes the JPL under 23 again. Yeah,
here comes Adrian Reed to find Romarian Thomas. He takes the shot at goal. Doesn't trouble Tinglin. And it will be a goal kick for the Schoolboy Select.
Yeah, technically he stopped that one. So he did not get the follow through that you'd expect.
Here is the chance again from Nikhil Ellis. That was brilliantly done. The header was the crucial one to get it out of the path of the player, and a very crucial save from Carlisle Tinglin. Cornwall College. They will need more of that this season in the Costa Cup for sure.
Definitely. And he's a talented player because he has also represented Jamaica at the U20 level. So I expect a lot from him.
I do expect a lot. And this is what we're getting from the JPL under 23. The future definitely is bright for us.
Yes, it is. And as you can see, the JPL under 23, they always seem to find that space.
Oh, there is the space again. And it's Romarian Thomas. The referee says no. No penalty. But they still have possession. Here is Nikhil Ellis. So agile, so skillful. Finds Adrian Reed. Reed back to Ellis. But Terrence Williams just a very, very crucial defensive player for the Schoolboy Select. They were in trouble for a moment. And the referee says it is a corner for the JPL under 23.
An unorthodox back pass here to the goalkeeper, not expecting that to put the goalkeeper under pressure in that moment there. Very interesting decision to do that though.
Very interesting, but we'll see what happens now. Nikhil Ellis.
Yeah, they need to get Ellis off the ball.
Yeah, very good ball sent across to find Livingston Donaldson, but not the best cross. They still have possession though. Sent across by Ainsworth, headed in. Oh, Donaldson! And that's the third goal. It is. Will it? It is. Is it? Oh, I think it's an offside call.
No, it's not an offside. You think handball? It was an handball. It
was
there.
A handball.
Yeah. That's unfortunate because the ball came off the floor onto his hand. But
wow.
Yeah. But it goes to show that the immense amount of pressure that they're under. Here comes the Schoolboy, an opportunity to get something here.
Talking about pressure. But they still have possession. Here is Livingston Donaldson. Donaldson sends that to find Ellis. Ellis across to find Adrian Reed. We talk about Ainsworth and Nicole Ellis. How about Reed and Ellis? Ball sent across. This is not a bad ball. Romarian Thomas. Clattering challenge there.
That was a beautiful tackle.
That was a beautiful tackle from Javor Lawrence. Would have won the DaCosta Cup with St. Elizabeth Technical. And remember, they had the best defensive record in the DaCosta Cup, and now you see why.
Yeah, with tackle like that, you'd expect that you do have a strong knowledge and the physical capabilities, the man or command the defensive duo that we have seen in the DaCosta Cup.
Ball sent across. This is not a bad ball. That's brilliant. And it seems to be Rabina Gordon. Yes, it is. So after 57.5 minutes, it is the Jamaica Premier League under 23 that lead by 3 goals to 0. The goal scorer, Romarian Thomas.
And again, you can see the Mona connection there. Romarian Thomas
to Rabina Gordon.
Rabina Gordon.
Yeah, he's the man that got the ball into the back of the net. So Rabina Gordon of Chapelton Maroons gets the 3rd goal for the Jamaica Premier League under 23 in the 58th minute.
Yeah, and Rabina Gordon is very good aerially. He has scored a lot of those, actually. So no surprise in that one.
No surprise indeed. What will the Schoolboy Select do? They have a mountain to climb. A steep one at that. And we'll see if they can at least get a consolation in this.
They have been battered from minute 1. Ellis pivotal in this game, even though he hasn't scored.
Yeah,
he has been quite pivotal in what we've seen so far.
We'll see if he does. But him and Chad James, I think, who has been everywhere in that attacking line, they're yet to get their name on the score sheet. Here's Caroline Tinglin. And it's just back to the Jamaica Premier League under 23. Here's Akeem Bernard. Now it's with Watson. Yep, Shamar Watson to Louise Watson.
That's good bit of play there from, you can see Demar Williams following Nicole Ellis as far as back. So just to limit him getting on the ball, that's the best thing to do right now. As you can see Demar Williams just tracking with Nicole Ellis here to ensure that he's not the one to progress the ball.
Yeah, when Nicole...
And now the opportunity creates itself for Ellis.
Yeah. When Ellis gets in the groove, it's really hard for him to stop. Very good attacking midfielder, one of the best in the league, that's for sure.
Yeah, very much so. See again, dropping a little bit deeper now because he's been tracked to get on the ball. And the moment he goes to receive, goes to fetch, he will definitely get it because they are confident in him no matter what situation or position he is in right now. A bit of keep you up there by Watson.
Yeah, it's just an exhibition for them now. Adrian Reed Jr. Ellis. Hounded by Terrence Williams was Ellis, and they do get possession now. It's DeMarley Williams. Williams plugs that ball through to try and find Eccleston. Very good defensive work there from Akil Henry. And they had a little scare there, JPL on the 23.
I really do want Eccleston to get one on the score sheet. Yeah, but that's a good bit of play there. Finally, they have shown a bit of teeth, they would say, in this one, trying to get something out of this game.
Let's see if they can. Oh, no. Not the best communication between the two, and it will be a throw.
That's a wasted opportunity there, I have to say, because that's a big opportunity for them to at least get the ball inside the 18-yard box, and to do that is definitely quite unfortunate to say.
Yeah, and we see where another substitution is in the offing. It's the number 21, Dejani Thompson. He is coming out, and seems to be Shamari Chambers, also of Excelsior, coming in. And the number 15, that is Eccleston. He's coming off as well. And Demarley Williams off for the Schoolboy Select. And coming on, Ricardo Walker of Vauxhall. There are some other changes that are coming for the JPL under 23. So we'll see what happens there. So it seems to be a lot of changes. I'm not sure how this is working out. We see Darnell Edwards of Harborview, who would have been relegated. We see Raekwon Stoney of Tivoli Gardens that will be making his way onto the field. Denville Watson as well, also of Tivoli Gardens. There he is, Denville Watson of Tivoli Gardens. So quite a bit of changes that will be made. And we also see Raekwon Stoney there of Tivoli as well. And there we see Bittnell, Alexander Bittnell of Waterhouse. And also Shaquille Henry of Tivoli. Francis, the Schoolboy Select. Let's head it out. And the Jamaica Premier League under 23, they were hounded. What will they do? The Schoolboy Select. Very good defensive work there by Tamish Richardson of Racing.
Yeah.
His teammate would have had a very good game, Nicole Ellis.
And as you can see, the moment Ellis is out of the team, the heavy amount of possession that was being held by the Jamaica Premier League under 23 team would have now subdued a little.
Yeah. We'll see if they can regain some stability. Henry over to Edwards. Edwards sends that ball across. Does find Richardson. Richardson. That was Stoney. Richardson goes back to Bernard. Bittnell there, finding Richardson once more.
I think what's going to happen here, I think definitely the all-school team, they have to get more numbers in the press, because it's too easy to find that available player for the JPL under 23 team. And as you can see, players moving out in the wide areas can be found too easily. That's
Bernard.
A nice pass.
Yeah, that's a brilliant pass to try and find Robina Gordon, and does. That is Stoney. Stoney of Tivoli Gardens. It's being hounded again. Pass into cross. Dwar. So a couple of Tivoli Gardens players are on the field now. Bina Gordon. Bittnell receives it, sends it across, finds Ainsworth. It is not a bad ball indeed. What can the under 23 do? Oh, that was a very, very clear-cut chance for it to be four. Yeah. And I cannot believe Henry did not take that one.
Yeah, the tempo and pace of the ball is moving across from left to right for the Jamaica under 23 team, the JPL under 23 team. That would have caught the all-school teams off guard in that one. Just moving the ball from left to right at such a rapid pace.
Oh, that was a brilliant ball from Bittnell to Christopher Ainsworth. It's Ainsworth laying it off. Ainsworth again from Dwar. Sends that one inside. Oh, Robina Gordon. There's a meeting of the minds there. Physically. Trying to find who the Schoolboy Select is that has gone down. What a chance. What a chance for Shaquille Henry to make it 4. Here it is. Ball sent inside. Oh, that is the challenge.
It looks to be a nasty one as well.
Here it is. Here it is. Wow. Cannot believe Shaquille Henry did not put that one away.
Yeah, Carline Tingley was caught in no man's land. He was there by himself, facing 3 under 23 JPL players. So, structurally, defensively, that something is wrong right there. If you should see a ball coming across and 3 players at the back post, unmarked, unchallenged, that's definitely a structural problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem now. When you make that mass amount of changes, you'd expect these situations to come in hand, because what's going to happen now, a lot of players are trying to figure out where they should be at what moment in time. But that's the reason why in coaching a lot of times you find that these changes are made incrementally, momentarily, one here and then 10 minutes later another one, so that players get the time to adjust. But a situation like this where it's basically a showcase in that sense, you have to make those wholesale changes, and definitely you will eventually feel the impact of that.
Yeah, Javor Lawrence, St. Elizabeth Technical, and Rabin Gordon from Chapelton Maroons. The 2 that were in that collision. Happy to say that both are up and okay. Nobody needs the stretcher, but both have to be off the field. So it's 10v10 at the moment.
With that 1 minute rule apply?
Well, wow, that is a question I don't think.
This is a good
Should
opportunity
be.
to see if it actually applies.
Well, it's just a few seconds that they've come off the field and they're ready to go again.
And
So
I see Stephen Duar hold on to the watch. I can see there.
Yeah, so it seems as
It
if
seems
he
as
is
if-
honoring that 1 minute rule. Well, let's see if they will join back the fray in a couple of seconds. But here they are. Darnell Edwards. He's being hounded. And there is Williams. They can have an opportunity now to go forward. This is not a bad ball, but an important tackle. Oh, no! That should be a penalty. It is. It is a penalty. It is a penalty.
We spoke about the ball over the top and how incremental that can be, because you won't have possession, and the best way to get an opportunity is get the ball over the top, in behind of the JPL players. As you can see, you have fast players. You have to utilize these situations.
Yeah, it's definitely a penalty. No questions asked.
Goalkeeper a little bit late on that one.
Yeah, Bernard a little bit late. Kivan Salmon of Excelsior just got to the ball before Bernard.
And both players are back on now, so the 1 minute rule definitely seems to be in application here.
Yeah, Duar, no nonsense man, Stefan Duar. Checked his watch and he knew. You have to honor that rule. But let's see if the schoolboy football team can get on the board for the first time in this contest. It's the man Kivan Salmon who would have won the Manning Cup and Olivia Shield. Will he make this 3-1? It is Kivan Salmon versus Akeem Bernard. And that is a brilliant penalty from Kivan Salmon.
A bit of showboat in there, and Akeem Bernard must be saying, did you actually check the scoreboard?
Well, they still have just under 20 and a half minutes. Well, it's 19 and a half minutes to go in this contest. Can they mount a comeback? We don't know. Let's see if they can. It is 3-1. Still in favor of the Jamaica Premier League under 23, but that was a very good penalty taken by Kivan Salmon of Excelsior. And a bit of banter from Akeem Bernard and Kivan Salmon.
Yeah. One goal can breed a lot of confidence, I have to say.
Well, let's see if they are confident enough to go ahead. But they very foolishly, I believe, lost possession. Now here comes Joshua Duar. And Henry over to try and find Bittnell, but Bittnell just couldn't get there in time. Oh, that was a very, very foolish pass there. And they are going to get a foul and a free kick. Not the best pass indeed, and Lawrence tried to latch on to it, but he couldn't in time.
Yeah, he was impeded there.
Yeah.
That's the second ball given away by Chambers. It seems to be in quick succession, actually, which forced a bit of pressure on the all-school team. And so when you have to clean up and get up to the tempo as fast as possible.
And when we're chasing the game one against a team that is beating you in possession, you can't give away opportunities like that. You really can't. But here they are, Christopher Ainsworth, one of few players that was not substituted. Of course, the other I can see with my spectacles is Akeem Bernard, the other player that wasn't substituted.
Robina Gordon as well.
Well, Robina as well. There you go.
Yeah.
So, remember my eyesight isn't 20/20.
Yeah. You have assistance though.
But it is a free kick to the Schoolboy Select. It is 3-1 in favor of the Jamaica Premier League Under 23. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, the Made for Gold Championship. And some of the best Under 23 players from the Jamaica Premier League. They are battling some of the best players from the past schoolboy football season, both the Costa Cup and Manning Cup. But Schoolboy Select 11, they are trailing by 3-1. Here they are. And that's definitely a foul, no question about that.
Yeah. Courtesy of Zidane. I think it's Chambers again. Is it Chambers?
Yeah, it's Shamari Chambers. They can go here. Shaquan Henry, can he latch on to it? He does. Here is Joshua Dwar. Very, very good tackle from Salmon. And now they can come away with it. Here is Terrence Williams. Ball sent across. Not a bad ball to find Kivan Salmon. Wants that switch of play. He does. He does get it. And again, the Schoolboy Select just trying to find some stability in possession, but they don't have it anymore.
Yeah. But even the JP London 23, they have no subside possession quite a few times. As you can see, they don't have that level of control that they had previously with Shamar Watson, Adrian Reed, and Nikhil Ellis in the middle of the park. And then that goes to tell the quality that these three players I just mentioned has to display.
They do have some space on that left-hand side. It's Joshua Dwar. It's still Joshua Dwar! Over the top.
Yeah, I think both defenders should have done a lot better there because they were on him, just someone to get a foot in. Maybe two of them were anticipating that the other would put that foot in, but unfortunately none did, and Joshua Dwar got off a shot there, which shouldn't have been the case because he was inside of the 18-yard box. Anything could have happened.
They can breathe a sigh of relief. The Schoolboy Select. Here is Denville Watson to find Alexander Bittnell. Bittnell. The ball sent forward. Well, this is not a bad ball indeed. It is still the JPL Under 23. What will they do? It's Bittnell. Will Bittnell take the shot? He does. Oh, some great defensive work there from the Schoolboy Select. And it will be a corner to the JPL Under 23.
Robina Gordon was playing right back initially in the first half. Now, because of the changes, it is now in the striker position, making that run in the channel there and also cut it back to Alexander Bignell on top of the 18-yard box, who is now sitting in the number 8 position in the half space, who got off a shot there with his left foot. And the defender technically put his head on the line for that one. And now he's on the floor with head treatment.
Yeah. Have to. Again, it's Javor Lawrence. So he's doing everything, putting his body on the line. And that's a head injury again, so he has to watch out for that.
Second head injury in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's putting, as I said, his body on the line.
I mean, you have a lot of defenders that are like that. You know, one of the defenders come to mind, Nemanja Vidic, did a lot in terms of putting his body on the line. Here we go. corner for Jamaica Premier League under 23. That's not a bad one indeed. And ball sent inside. Pina Gordon now more advanced, as you said, with the changes made. Nice. Decent pitch here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex for this made-for-goal contest.
Preparation for the new season ahead.
Yeah. And, you know, with some changes in the coaching, changes in terms of players moving. You know, Trayvon Reed over to Mount Pleasant. Nikolai
changes.
Fuller over to Mount Pleasant as well. Leonard Ranking to Chapelton.
Yeah.
Brian Brown to Chapelton Maroons. So there's a lot of changes.
Yes, there is.
Wow. I'm excited for this season.
Ahead. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, here is the schoolboy select. Not a bad ball, chipped outside, and you were talking about this.
Ooh.
And they're starting to get it now.
Yeah, as I said, the dominant display that we've seen in the first half by the JPL 123 team, that's kind of gone now. It's more of an open transition kind of battle we've seen in this game.
Yep, there we see another substitution. A substitute getting substituted. Neil Walton coming off, and Conrad Messam coming on for the schoolboy select. Neil Walton is of Glenmuir.
I think this is the opportunity where the JPL under 3 need to get back on the ball, get their foot back on the ball, and just move the ball around. There's no need to chase. I would assume that each of the players that are coming on right now, maybe trying to have something to prove, an opportunity for them to say, hey, maybe I should have started.
And also, this is with this Made for Goal championship, you know, the coaches from the different schools will now look at their players to see where they can start their preseason. What aspect of the game do they need to improve on ahead of the DaCosta Cup and Manning Cup season?
Yeah, and also the JPL team to have a look and say, hey, let's see which one of these players we can bring in.
Yeah.
And to improve our team.
Yeah, some of the coaches I saw at halftime, won't tell you who they are, but they're here. Some of them from the Jamaica Premier League teams, they are here.
I would. I would. This is where you see the next player that you can include on your team, because you have to spot them from early, and if you don't, it means you're a little bit behind where talent is concerned. This is a problem here.
Yeah, Bernard getting himself into some amount of discomfort, but they got out of it somewhat. Oh, beautiful ball from Christopher Ainsworth. Stoney trying to keep that one in play. He does. Here is Stoney. Forward to find Henry. Henry, who would have applied straight to Harbourview. Unfortunately, they won't be in the Jamaica Premier League for the upcoming season. And we see another change for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. So Akeem Bernard, he's going to, his night is done. And of course, Tawayne Lynch from Cavalier, he is coming on. So we talked about the players who have not been substituted. We can mark Akeem Bernard off the list. And look at that.
Making an entrance there.
Yeah, making an entrance indeed.
And now this is also an opportunity for the JPL Under 23 to get their foot back on the ball, because now they have brought in a goalkeeper who is very good at the ball at their feet. So he's always been there as an out ball for the team as it stands.
Yeah, there we see the confirmation of the substitution. Tawayne Lynch in for Akeem Bernard. Lynch plying his trade at Cavalier, and Akeem Bernard at Waterhouse. Just to give you guys a little aspect of where they are, how they've been doing. This is a ball sent forward. This is not a bad ball indeed. Finds the man Salmon. Salmon chips that ball forward. And that was a foul there from Shaquille Henry.
Yeah, it was just, he miscontrolled that one and was trying to get his foot on the ball, and smartly done there by the player there, just to get ahead and to create that foul situation.
Yeah, since he's come on the field, Kevin Salmon. He's been a live wire. Also the man who scored for the Schoolboy Select. Lost possession, Shaquille Henry. It was a great reading there from Kevin Salmon to get that one for the Schoolboy Select. Now they have a free kick ball sent inside. And they dealt with it. Denville Watson sends that ball forward. It's not a bad ball. Now we see Rabina Gordon. Will he get some help? He does. Christopher Ainsworth gives it back to Gordon. Gordon, the man who scored the third goal for the Jamaica Premier League under 23.
Yeah. Maybe getting a bit casual here for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. Maybe not challenge it that much.
Here is Tony to Dwar. Dwar sends it across to Watson. Watson to Bicknell. Bicknell, a very good midfielder, you know, for Waterhouse.
Yeah, another massive strike on him, both left and right foot.
Yeah. His brother playing a different sport.
Yeah.
Blaze.
Yeah.
Brother currently on the ATP tour for tennis, doing really well in the Challenger Series that he's been a part of. He said, "Don't worry, my brother, I'll take the football instead."
Yeah,
Alexander Bicknell.
And the family, they do love the football.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They definitely do. And Blaze, when he can, does come out and support Alexander and the Waterhouse
That's
team.
a nice pass over the top.
That's a brilliant pass there to Denville Watson. What will he do? Tries to find Christopher Ainsworth, and it will be a throw to the Schoolboy Select. Another substitution. And it's Akil Henry coming off. So it seems to be Watson back on the field again here. Shaquille Henry. Henry sends it inside, but dealt with. Here is Stoney. Stoney to Henry again. And it's Salmon. He's been hounded and he was impeded by Shaquille Henry. So a free kick for the Schoolboy Select.
Yeah, it's just obvious the difference in quality between the Schoolboy and the Jamaica Premier League players. Obvious difference in quality. Here comes, and that's a poor pass.
A very poor pass there, intercepted by Denville Watson.
Here comes Ainsworth, the man who was not substituted, still having a lot of energy. Now we can see the JPL 123 getting their foot on the ball, and just as I mentioned that Bicknell decided to give that one away, commentator's curse it seems to be.
Well, there we see Louis Watson back on the field. Akil Henry would say a like-for-like change. Louis Watson plying his trade, of course, to Cavalier. Ball sent across to find Javor Lawrence. Lawrence to Salmon, heads up ball to Salmon. Brilliant skill there, but loses possession. Ball goes into touch for a throw to the Schoolboy Select.
Yeah, again, they're finding it quite difficult to beat the first phase. Here comes the Schoolboy Select.
Here they come here for Kevin Salmon. No, not the best option. None at all.
Yeah, a bit selfish there, I have to say.
Giving possession cheaply away. Now it's Wayne Lynch sends that one over. Now they can push forward. Watson. And Robina Gordon almost loses possession. Here's Bicknell. Heart of the middle of the park. Pulls it across to find Stoney. Sliding challenge that didn't meet its target. Now it is Henry. Oh, beautifully done! Again. Oh, that's an own goal. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just wow.
That's some brilliant bit of play there by Henry. Dismantling, dancing in front of the entire defense and dazzling them so much that they decide just let me put it in my own goal.
Wow, that was well done. And his teammates letting him have it. He could have slapped that one through. Look at this one. Oh, beautifully done. He could have slapped that one home, actually.
Yeah, I thought that he maybe wanted to do another extra bit to it. But I guess the all-school team just, let me just help you here.
Yeah,
and finish ourselves off.
Conrad Messam of Manchester High, the man that put the ball into his own net.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate because it's not like he intended to do it. It's just that on tracking back, he got caught.
I think it's just a case where we see, again, they're coming forward. Joshua Dwar, will this be 5? It is Joshua Dwar. Still Joshua Dwar. Chips that one back. Dwar gets it back again. Oh, that's the best of the lot. That is the best of the lot. Joshua Dwar. That was brilliantly done, and it's now 5.
Yeah, a link up between Dwar, Bicknell there. Even Rabina was involved. Cut back to Dwar. Dwar did really well in the initial stage to get that one off. And then he found back himself in a good position to release a thunderous strike off his right boot. And that was a brilliant finish. As I said, the best of the lot, top bins.
Top bins indeed. That was beautifully done from Joshua Dwar.
Coming from Haile Selassie. Would have seen a lot of those at Haile Selassie in his schoolboy football days.
Yeah, just laid that one off and bang. No doubt about that one. You can take a pick between the first one from Adrian Reed Jr. and this one from Joshua Dwar.
Yeah, I forgot the top bins from the free kick.
Showing their class in the dying moment.
Tawin Lynch just coming and taking a bit of the show, displaying the skills that he has.
Yeah.
In the 41st minute.
Yeah, that was brilliantly done. Now it is 5-1 in favor of the Jamaica Premier League under 23. We had a goal from Adrian Reed Jr. We had another from Christopher Ainsworth, one from Robina Gordon, an own goal from Conrad Messam, and then that one from Joshua Dwar. So again, and of course, Stefan Dwar says 3 minutes at least of stoppage time.
Yeah, it has been a one-sided affair from minute 1. Even with the changes, it still remains the same. Despite the changes, freed up a more space or more opportunity for the all-school, but it still has been a one-sided situation.
Here he is. That was Kivan Salmon. Wanted to curl that one away from Twain Lynch.
Yeah, you can see his attacking intent. He is consistently on the front foot, Salmon. Want to get involved and want to find that goal. He should have a good season upcoming for the schoolboy football, I should believe.
Yeah, definitely so. And Kivan Salmon. He's going to apply straight for Excelsior. Now we see Watson going forward. Henry back to Watson.
Watson wants a piece of the action.
Yeah, from Louise to Denville. So we have 3 Watsons Well, luckily all three of them weren't on the field because it would be Watson to Watson to Watson.
A little bit too casual there.
Yeah, from
give away possession.
Yeah, from Shaquille Henry. And they're just seeing this one out.
Salmon is very, very involved since coming on.
Very much so.
Yeah, very front-footed. Just consistently get on the ball and try to create something. And
the referee says it is a free kick for the Jamaica Premier League under 23. Darnell Edwards impeded. Now it's Twain Lynch. Receives it again. Richardson back to Lynch. Richardson receives it again. Here's Stoney. Lynch gets it again. Richardson. Edwards back to Lynch.
Remember I told her that Lynch is a ball-playing goalkeeper. And that's how you can gain back possession with a goalkeeper like that, because he will always be an outlet.
We'll see if he does. Yeah, he does. Definitely so. Well, that's the end of the contest. It was an exhibition show by the Jamaica Premier League under 23. No doubt they were dominant. They were skillful. They were effective. At the end of 90 minutes for this Made for Gold championship between the Schoolboy Select and the Jamaica Premier League under 23, they reign supreme. It is the JPL under 23 5. The Schoolboy Select 1. And just to give you the awards following the match, the Made for Gold Championship trophy will be awarded. The star of the match will get $50,000 from Pepsi to support the player's personal and academic journey. Of course, the star player wins $200,000 towards his club he represents, towards their nutrition and training program, and a special custom designed artwork that captures the vibrant rhythmic essence of Jamaica's football culture and the campaign. But no doubt, Mario, that this was just a class act from the Jamaica Premier League 23. They outclassed the Schoolboy Select, and they reign supreme. They win 5-1.
Yeah, and I expect that to happen. The level that the Jamaica under 23 players are playing, and a lot of these players are players who are playing consistently for their club. So you'd expect this to be the situation, expect this to be the scoreline. This is a gulf in quality and difference where level is concerned for both the U19 Jamaica Schoolboy Football Program and also under 23 Jamaica Premier League level. This is a gulf, and that you realize, even spoken to a lot of the U19 players, when they make that jump to play for Premier League football, they tell you that the pace is different, the tempo is different, and also just the mere fact that when you make an error, you pay for it dearly. I will see that tonight.
How impressed were you with the Jamaica Premier League under 23s and how they went forward and defended and the passing? How impressed were you with them?
Yeah, I'm very impressed. You don't even the fact that this is a team that is just recently put together, you don't have to do a lot of coaching, because at the end of the day, these players have been playing together for a long time. They know each other. They know to play together. So this is not something that's surprising. And again, in regards to, we're impressed. You're speaking about in the first half how the under 23 players, how quickly they regain possession on the counter press, and also how they sustain possession as well. Not just how they get it back, but how they keep possession. And then in the final third, those clinical moments did present itself. A player like Nika Ellis, I thought that he was really good in the game. Rabina, who played the full, almost a full 90. I think he played full 90. Christopher Ainsworth, maybe I would say Christopher Ainsworth would probably be the man of the match based off how well the game goes. But at the end of the day, I expect this to be the case, and this is not surprising to me at all.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you who is your man of the match, and you know it is close for me between Robina Gordon and Christopher Ainsworth. I think both of them I think the both of them, how they were involved in this match was absolutely spectacular, and both of them got their name of the, on the score sheet.
Yeah. Insert the score.
Ooh, yeah.
That makes it tough. That makes it, because I thought that I didn't know the Enzo score because goals are going in one too many. Now the fact that I was almost going to give Robinho the edge because I'm going to say that goal that he scored kind of tipped it.
But you still can though. I mean, he has been brilliant as well in the game. Played the full 90 minutes just like Ainsworth.
In two different positions as well.
Yeah, and they were effective going forward. But
Ainsworth was pivotal in the creation of the previous goals as well. The link up between him and Ellis. Yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a really difficult one.
I would probably give the edge to I would say probably Christopher Ainsworth, based on what he has been able to do. So not only was he creating, but he was starting a lot of the attacks.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you did give Robinho,
yeah, I had no argument with that as well. I have no argument
because he also dropped back deep to get a lot of those deliveries, a lot of those passes, and started. And then when you look at what he's been able to do
in the final third,
go in the final third, get into goal scoring positions, and would eventually get a goal as well. But the same can be said about Christopher Ainsworth, what he's been able to do. So as I said, if there's a co-star player of the match, then I mean you would equally
you
be
can't
happy.
Be wrong. You can't be wrong at all.
But if you get one player and not the other, really and truly, you cannot be upset about either one getting the award.
That's evident. As it stands right now, both of them are the pick. Let's see who they're going to give.
And in terms of the schoolboy select, who you think was the best out there from that match?
Electrical system. We can't give you the total detail as to what it entails.
A difficult one.
I would think I would give between two players for me. I think
Salman came on and looked pretty decent.
I would say Donald Stewart, who was the centre back.
Yeah, in the first half
for them. He was solid. Represents Jamaica College.
Yeah.
But I think Kivan Salmon came and brought some attacking prowess for the schoolboy 11, got a penalty and scored as well.
What if the case may be that if we had someone on the first team in the first half, maybe would have seen something different? But the problem here is that in the first half, the JPL under 23 team had so much possession, no one was really capable of doing anything. But when the changes, the game kind of opened a bit much. But I think both of them are good candidates for what we would have seen where that is concerned. I have to say, I would definitely go for both of them as well. I think I would go Dante. I think I'll go Dante because the defensive display in the first half by Dante.
I think Stewart.
And a stronger team and a closer margin line there, I have to say.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go Dante for that.
Yeah. So Stewart, who would have represented Jamaica College this past season.
Even in the second half, despite Salman did really good, I'd say in the second half you saw the JPL under 20 players even start doing keepy ups in the middle of the game. So maybe the level of importance or seriousness kind of toned down a bit after a minute. So that opened doors of opportunity for something to happen for the schoolboy on a U19 team.
And I think the reason why I probably would choose Stewart over, we'll see the star player of the match. Who will get it?
It's none other than Christopher.
They agree with us.
Yeah, I do.
They agree.
There is no doubt that he deserves the star player of the game.
Yeah.
Christopher Ainsworth, brilliant in that game, especially in the second half. Did a lot of the plug and plays, was the linchpin in that attack and midfield link up. And there is no doubt that he deserves that player of the match award. Plays for Cavalier, was instrumental also with Kimali Scott in carrying them to the final. And Christopher Ainsworth definitely deserving of that star player of the game, the best of the lot.
And many might not know that Christopher Ainsworth is actually 20 years of age, just 1 year older than the U19.
Yeah, brilliant.
So that's definitely something to say. He will turn 21 this year as well. So a lot of the JPL Under 23 players are actually players who are just in the 21 mark. So it's not far off. But in regards to the amount of games that they have played at this level, the quality is far off. Age might be similar, but the quality is far off.
I do think that as I said, when you are playing in the Jamaica Premier League for so long, you're playing when you're in schoolboy football, you're playing from 16, 17 years old. And when you're playing so long, at 20 years old, you've been seasoned in the league for at least 3 to 4 years. It seems like nothing to you at 20 years old. I mean, you have already done what you need to do, especially, you know, winning the league and stuff like that, which Christopher Ainsworth has done. Yeah. I mean, it seems as nothing to you when you're playing against your peers who are just a year younger than you.
Yeah, but psychologically, he in his mind, he'd be like, we are peers by where age gap is concerned, but football-wise, we are not, because I've been playing at an elite level at a longer time period than you are. So you have to match up to what I have to do. Christopher Ainsworth, who have been playing Jamaica Premier League since he's 15 years old, and choose not to play schoolboy football because he wanted to further his footballing career as a semi-pro. So you can see now the decision where that lies, because he's just a year apart from many of these players, and you can see the difference in level, far superior difference in level where that is concerned.
Yeah, it seems as if he made the right decision. Definitely in playing professional football. Do you think eventually he will have to make that move outside? Because I mean, he has basically done it for the Jamaica Premier League. Do you think that move has to be done and has to be done soon?
Yeah, because last year making to the finals, he was one of the most important players for them, and definitely what I've heard in the pipeline, maybe this is just a rumor mill, that there are options on the table for him, but I guess in due time we'll see how that would materialize.
But there we see some tokens given to the schoolboy select. Would say had a better first 45 than the second.
Yeah.
A change in personnel really just opened up the floodgates.
Normally when you see a team is on the pitch, obviously team coming on might be even if it's marginal where the level is concerned. But at the end of the day, still, I do believe that you can still see some of the players who came on second half were still could have been able to match the level. And I'm impressed with Salman, the fact that he looks so comfortable playing against the JPL Under 23 players, moving the ball and in the final third.
Yeah, playing with no fear, none at all.
Same said with Donaldson as well.
Yeah. So he got the penalty for them because he was so attacking, got that goal, the consolation. But, you know, a lot to learn for the schoolboy select, and even Broderick, who was the head coach for the schoolboy select and whose players dominated the schoolboy select, a good amount of Excelsior players in the team. It is also a good indicator at what he can improve on going into that schoolboy football season in September.
Yeah, he must be looking at this and said, this is the level I need to get my players. Is it possible to get my players at this level? But it's going to be difficult because at the end of the day, when you have these type of players, you're not playing against JPL players on a regular basis. So there's a difference when you look at Dante, who's at Jamaica College, who are playing a lot against a lot of the Premier League players. So, you know, and that's the reason why Salman look like that, because he'd have got an opportunity to play against a lot of Premier League players. So you can definitely see the difference in regards to the quality. So I assume that Wedderburn and also Broderick would be looking at this and saying, how can we get the team to be competing close to this level? And if we're playing close to this level, it must mean that in the schoolboy football setup, we should be dominant as again.
And you know, with getting to this level, now you need more of the exposure of these schoolboy football players to the Jamaica Premier League. Of course, there are rules and regulations where that is concerned that Keith Wellington has implied, where you're playing the Jamaica Premier League and playing the schoolboy football level. A lot of them might choose to go to the Jamaica Premier League. We saw it in recent years with Adrian Reid. Could have come back and play another season last year. Decided no, not gonna do that. Gonna play in the Jamaica Premier League. Adrian Reid. Yeah. So it begs the question: with more involvement of these schoolboy football players in the Jamaica Premier League, that is how you're going to be able to get them to that level.
Yeah, definitely. But and also you have to manage them as well, because it's really important that you do so. And a lot of we can confirm that Adrian Reid is still 19 years old, so which maybe means that he's still capable of playing or U20 for Jamaica. And at 19, you can definitely see that he has like 2 Premier League under his belt, CONCACAF Championship under his belt as well. So definitely, it showcased that he has a lot of quality at just age 19. Again, not far away from his peer. He could be playing for the all-school football team here tonight. So it just shows the level, what's happening here.
Yeah, I definitely want to say thank you to the sponsors and event partners here. We see Pepsi, Absolute Ventures Limited, Great Things or Nothing, Water, Precision Engraves, Just Imagine, and Edge Chem Paints, celebrating 35 years in Jamaica.
Sir Simon Preston, the sports consultant for Make for Gold. Those are 3 individuals making the presentation. We still have this check for $400,000. Wonder who will walk away with that. with the winning coaches being awarded their medal. We ask the winning JPL under 23 stars to step forward. So coach is getting their medal. And now, the founder, CEO, the founder of Make for Gold Championship, CEO of Absolute Ventures Limited, to make the presentation. Cavalier team and the JPL team captain, the Adrian Reed.
They were dominant in this game. The first 45, they were leading by 1-0. But at the end of the contest, the Jamaica Premier League under 23, they are the inaugural winners of the Made for Gold Championship, winning by 5 goals to 1.
Mr. Christopher Adrian to step forward. Christopher Adrian. And if you notice, ladies and gentlemen, the check for $400,000. Not all of it back to Christopher Adrian, collected on behalf of $50,000. $50,000 to Christopher Adrian. $200,000 of this $400,000 goes to the Cavaliers Soccer Club. Also, the other $400,000 will be split $10,000 each for 5 players for their football development and media training. Well, that's where the $400,000 comes in. 5 players from each team getting $10,000, which will be announced at a later date. So that's how. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out and making this first award on the first Pepsi Football Nation. $400,000 going to a worthy cause.
Champion boy, you know the damn thing. Man, I put them a singing and tender. Man, man, shall I make the goddamn guy? That's where everybody need the champion boy. Rich girl in the hand, that is why. Shall never meet him at the champion boy. Now, man, I know a song's that's why. Trying to meet me at the champion boy. Just was a fire man, shall I why? Champion, me at the champion boy. I'm gonna name me, I'm gonna feel me, no need no more life. Need a money come to come in a different night. Sometimes you can't get this life. The mad
Hey Vinny, is that your lucky song? Too bad. It's his too. And don't trust your boots. They don't score goals on their own. In football, you can't use tricks or shortcuts to compete at the highest level. But you can believe in your sweat. That's why Gatorade, the GOAT of hydration, created the #1 formula of electrolytes and carbohydrates developed with scientific precision. Trust your sweat. Is it in you?
Welcome to the Pepsi Football Nation. Rule number 1 is called football, not soccer.
I've got it. Write this down. Pepsi should be the official drink of the nation.
I love that. They won't agree on anything.
That's where Rule 100 kicks in. Everything gets settled on the pitch. And that's why we love the game.